I'm David Williams. I'm an Associate Lecturer in the Department of Veterinary Medicine here in the University of Cambridge. I had known from the age of sort of 5 or 6 that I wanted to be a vet, but when I was 7, my mum took me along to a guy called Ian Silver, who was the head of veterinary anatomy here in Cambridge, and he just entranced me with how he was so excited about the anatomy work that he was doing and how it linked in with clinical veterinary medicine. I remember he had an old Victorian desk with lots of little drawers in it, and he opened one of the drawers and inside was a rat and her pups, and he said, "Oh, this wasn't doing very well in the laboratory, so I've brought her down here to care for them in my own office." I mean, that would be absolutely outrageous to do today, but I thought that's exactly what I want to do. Somebody who's interested in research, but also who's caring for the animals themselves. At the same time, my first junior school teacher, Miss Lloyd, her uncle had just died, and he had left her these books, 9 volumes of Wortley Axe's The Horse, its treatment in disease and health. And in the back it had these amazing diagrams that just entranced me. Again, showing, if I can do it, showing the anatomy all together. And to think that people had been using this since 1905 was just glorious. So those are the 2 things that immediately sparked me off to wanting to do veterinary medicine, but realising the science that was involved as well. A good deal later on I realised that eyes were what I wanted to do. Veterinary ophthalmology is my professional life, really. And this guy, Casey Albert Wood, is my hero. He was born in 1856, and from a child he was always fascinated by plants and animals, particularly by birds. His dad was a GP, a general practitioner in Canada, and he went on to be a very famous doctor, but at the same time he was always interested in birds. He realised that birds were able to see so much better. If you go along a road, just get stuck in a queue on the A14 here, you can see a kestrel just hovering and then being able to pounce, seeing so much better than we can. So Casey Wood spent a lot of his life working on what is it about birds' eyes that helps them see so well. And in 1917, he produced this, a bit of a bigger book. He produced this, the fundus oculi, the back of the eye of birds. And this is still the only atlas of the retina, the back of the eye, in birds. And he worked out exactly what was going on in these birds to be able to make them see quite so well. So that fascinates me. Again, the link between clinical work and science meshing together perfectly. So I'd say, unfortunately, you've got to work pretty hard because the sort of grades that we're looking for are rather ridiculous. But I'd say passion is the key thing. In this room, I interview people wanting to be vets every year, and we might have 10 times as many people as we've got places for, but some of them just stand out because of the enthusiasm, the passion they've got for what they want to do. So I think that's the key thing, really.